Hi everyone, welcome back to another installment of me sharing with you the miscellaneous purchases I've made at antique stores since the last time I made a video like this. Most of my purchases are rather inexpensive at this stage in my life and often photo-based, but I do have one fun thing to try at the end of this video that I'm a little apprehensive about, but also kind of excited. So without any further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a very badly damaged photo. I wanted to buy it because I love looking at historical faces. There are a lot of people in this image. A lot of them are children, but there are some older people, so I'm not sure if this is a family or if this is maybe some sort of school or camp. I bought this at an antique mall here in Florida, where I am right now. I love just looking at everyone's faces, at their facial expressions, where they're looking, trying to imagine what they must be thinking, what they would have looked like laughing or talking, what their personalities would have been like. It provides hours of entertainment. Up next, we have two children. It looks to me like two brothers. They almost look like they're in costume, but I don't know what era this was. It sort of reminds me of the type of photo that a parent would have of their children, like put in their wallet, and I thought it was cute, so I bought it. Next up, we have this beautiful photo turned postcard of a bunch of people holding pennants that say Catskill, a flag that says Catskill. It says CHS, so I think that may be Catskill High School or something else that CHS would stand for. I loved this. Again, this is a lot of bang for your buck. So many different faces to look at. There are some great characters here at the front. They clearly are enjoying themselves, having a great time, and I thought it was a great find. You're likely seeing a running theme here because here we have another badly damaged photo of a bunch of people. These, to me, look like some sort of extended family. They're in front of a house. There are tons of different people here of all different ages. I think I'm going to take a picture of this and edit it a little bit and maybe make it a little bit more visible, and then I can zoom in like on my computer and see everyone's faces. And I will put that on the screen now. This is our last photo, and in keeping with the theme, this is another group photo. Lots of young women here and some young men. I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming it's a school. Their outfits are absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful photo, and I'm looking forward to, again, focusing on everyone's faces. Now we move into some of my favorite purchases, which are handwritten things. I love things that are handwritten from the past. This is a postcard from Hollywood, California. It's dated 1963. Just one excerpt says that we had a great time seeing all the sights. I'm having a wonderful vacation and will hate to go back to work. This is the life. It's just this lovely glimpse into someone's life, this snapshot in time of this one vacation they took in 1963 and what they were thinking and feeling at that moment. It's so personal. It's this interesting connection you can make with someone. And it's not from that long ago. You know, I wonder how things like this end up in antique stores because this is from 1963, so the person who wrote this is likely still around. So that's that. Next up, we have something entitled Letters from Oxford. I got this at an antique mall in Florida, and there are a bunch of things here. I haven't actually looked at these yet, so this is my first time. This letter is dated the 10th of December, 1959. Dear Bors, thank you for a delightful letter full of news. I have been thinking of you. Stopping at something in October. I will stop there and move on to the next one. This one is dated February 4th. I imagine the following February. My dear Bors, so delighted to hear from you. Something you have been accompanying me all this past week. For only now, I am ashamed to say, have I been able to get really down to your splendid Travel and Discovery in the Renaissance, which I have been reading avidly, but not disinterestedly, for I have to lecture here on the expansion of Europe, so I am using your book as a textbook. Okay, I have to research this. Wow, I found it on Amazon. B-O-I-E-S. So everything that I've been reading as Bors is not. That's an actual I in there. I mean, there's a whole Wikipedia page. No, this doesn't make sense. I'm very confused by this. I'm going to have to do more research off camera and figure out who on earth this is, because the only boys I'm finding here died in 1920 something, and this is dated 1959 and 60, so no idea. The last one here is also for Boys and Helen. All good fortune in 1960. It's best wishes for Christmas and the New Year. This is from Oxford, England. Lots of good stuff to research and see if I can figure out who these people are. The last handwritten thing we have, I'm so excited about. This is labeled 1861 Canadian Contract Deed. That means that this stuff is from the 1800s. Oh my God, look how beautiful this handwriting. So this would be an agreement between two parties. Oh my God, it says 1861. Look, this is crazy. So this would be a written document legally binding two parties into some sort of mutual obligations or agreements. I imagine regarding property. They use the long S still here, I see. Assigns. Signed, sealed, and delivered in the presence of John Perry. I certify that John Perry, one of the witnesses to the foregoing deed, came before me and made with that his signature. This seems to be sort of like an old notarization. Okay, this is the beginning. This indenture made the 24th day of July 1861, that for and in consideration of the sum of $375, something money of the province aforesaid. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? Just look at all this handwriting. Someone touched this from then. I'm not going to read the whole thing because that seems impossible. Also, we have this. I'm not sure what it is. It is in very bad shape. There's some tape here. It's so interesting to see legal documents from the mid-19th century. Everything is handwritten, and you'd have to really keep track of it. I imagine they must have made copies of each of these for each of the different parties to have, so it would have taken a long time, you know, to draft these. They couldn't just copy on a computer. I don't know how anyone got anything done before computers, honestly. Last but not least, we have a Hawk Shot. I happened upon this in an antique store the other day. It caught my eye, and I looked at it. On the bottom, it says, Smirnoff Hawk Shot. Stir 2 ounces of Smirnoff 100 into a mug of steaming herb ox beef bouillon. Season with lemon juice. Warming. So this seems to be a promotional mug by Smirnoff, maybe in partnership with Herbox, I don't know. The copyright is 1970, so that's over 50 years ago that people were drinking this, in theory. I don't know if anyone actually drank this or if this was sort of like a short-lived random thing. It sounds super weird, so let's give the Hawk Shot a shot. That was terrible. It smells good. Now I just want soup. I do not know about this. To history and curiosity and everyone watching. I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm just procrastinating. Okay, here I go. What? What is this flavor combination? That was horrible. Going in, it was like something you'd clean the bathroom with. It's like acidic and oily. Let me try again. Like, just if you exhale into the cup, it comes back into your face and it's like, this is not okay. This is really bad. It tastes like taking a cup of the sea and sipping it. Hot, salty, oily, and with a weird acidity and alcohol. I think it's the lemon that is so horrible. I think the lemon like makes it taste kind of rancid. Maybe I put too much. It says it's warming. Well, I don't feel warm. I feel terrified. Season with lemon juice. That was a mistake. But I'm glad I tried this vintage Hawk Shot from the 70s. This was not a win, but I feel more cultured. Just trying to make myself feel better about this. I feel more cultured knowing what on earth this is. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.